Hi everyone, welcome back to my planet. My name is Maureen. I just got home from work, so I'm like, you know what? Let me make a nice, quick little weight loss cold hard facts video for you guys because you seem to really like them. And until you don't, I'm gonna keep making these. And if you have your own cold hard fact you'd like for me to discuss, leave it in the comments below and I will talk about it. That's what I do on this channel. If you don't know, I talk about my weight loss journey, how I lost 60 pounds, how I'm keeping it off, and if this is something that interests you and you want to know more, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and leave a nice little comment. Thank you. So, anyways, today's cold hard fact. Now again, with these videos, I don't mean to like insult or demoralize or do anything negative with anyone. My aim is for the opposite. Not that anyone's ever complained, but yeah, I just want to encourage you and let you guys know, like, hey, this is some realities that you're gonna face on your weight loss journey. And just give you a quick little heads up because no one told me these things. It's stuff that I had to learn on my own, and hopefully you don't have to learn on your own. You'll know beforehand. So just tossing that out there. So for today's cold hard fact, so if you look at a lot of weight loss programs these days, apps like Weight Watchers, Noom, they're all centered around psychology. Cool, right? Including Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers is centered around psychology too. Why? Because as my former leader used to say, weight loss is 100% here in your head, in your brain. And that I feel like is so true, and it has to be true. That's why all of these programs are now psychology based. And with that said, there's no harm in seeing a therapist if you need one. I feel like we all need one. I know that's really like taboo, and there's social stigma around seeing a therapist. Not so much with like Gen Z, but definitely with certain age groups and with certain ethnicities. I think because people of certain ethnicities and certain age groups have like this preconceived notion that, oh, well, the people who see therapists or psychologists or counselors are those people who are standing on the street corners wearing nothing but a blanket covered in dirt talking to themselves. No, everyone needs to see a therapist. Like everyone needs to see a dentist and everyone needs to see a doctor. You could be like the most square person going into you're an accountant going into your 9 to 5, coming home to a wife and 2.5 kids in your cul-de-sac, and you would still need to see a therapist, I feel like, especially these days. So there's no harm in seeing one. Why? Well, for me, honestly, Weight Watcher meetings was my therapy. My leader was my therapist. I kid you not. And this was an anomaly because this leader and this meeting was different, very much unlike any other meeting or any other leader I have ever encountered. And I've been to quite a few. So that's really saying something. I really, really, really lucked out. And so she really helped me like mentally going through this whole weight loss journey. And it could help with you too. Why? Because why do we eat? Why are we eating? For plenty of reasons. We're depressed, we're sad, we're angry, we're stressed. We have all of these emotional factors inside of us that we're not really addressing, and we're masking our emotions with food. We're using food as the cover up. So honestly, sometimes you'll need more help, especially if you're constantly on and off your journey. If you don't want to start a weight loss journey, if you're scared to start one, if you don't want to lose weight, there's people like that out there. If you don't want to lose weight, I don't know, if you just have some sort of hindrance that's keeping you from losing weight, it wouldn't hurt to see a therapist at all. I am so thankful for that Weight Watcher meeting because it really helped me mentally and get to where I am. If it wasn't for that, I would have probably been up 60 pounds, no joke. So before you resort to anything drastic like weight loss surgery, and if you've had weight loss surgery, I'm not like crap talking you at all, because I understand that wasn't an easy decision. That was a very hard decision. I get that. It was a very costly decision, and it took a lot of strength. It took a lot of patience and endurance and aftercare after the surgery. But, and honestly, at one point, that was me. I was very much considering it. But before you resort to any surgical procedure, or before you give up on yourself altogether, or before you say, weight loss isn't for me, seek out therapy. There's a lot of apps out there that can help. What was that? I think it's BetterHelp. BetterHelp. It's just, is it an app? I don't know if it's an app, but it's virtual. It's done virtually. And I'm pretty sure you can like keep the camera off if you want. I'm sure like the therapist will be like, yeah, no biggie. And there are therapists that help with weight loss, and they can help you. They can help if you are depressed, if you are sad and you have all this anxiety. It can help talking it through. It's so much different talking it through with like a friend than with like a professional. They're here to help you. They're not, I think one of the big stigmas is that, oh, they're gonna judge me. Girl, the barista at Starbucks is probably judging you. The random lady in the store is probably judging you. Everyone is literally judging you. This person is paid not to, or they've heard a lot worse. It's fine. It's good. And you don't have to tell anyone you're getting therapy either. You could just be like, I'm going to Weight Watchers meeting. Or like, I don't know, just make something up. You don't need to, you can just, I'm sure you can take an hour or 30 minutes, however long it is, in your room or in the car during lunch at work, and just talk about it. Really, what do you have to lose? If you absolutely hate it, you never have to do it again, but at least you can say that, hey, I did it. There's a lot of services that offer therapy for free. I know like my mosque does. They have like therapists for free. I'm sure your church probably does. Speaking of religion, I know it's very easy to be like, God is my therapist. Let me read this holy book and blah, blah, blah. Yes, that is important. But I really believe that seeing a therapist and getting mental health support, especially if you're extremely struggling on your weight loss journey, is as important as seeing a dentist or a doctor. Like, people go to the doctor for every little thing. So why wouldn't you go to a therapist or a psychologist or something? It makes no sense to me. And you don't pray away the cancer. You're not like, oh, I have cancer, let me just pray for this to go away. You don't do, or even if you have a headache, you're not, oh, let me just pray for this headache to go away. I should hope you would go get chemotherapy if you have cancer. I should hope that you would take Tylenol if you have a headache or something, right? You don't just pray it away. And one story that it reminds me of is, because I'm Muslim, so the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, a man came to him. I think they were at, I forget where they were. I think it was a mosque, but a man came and he just left his camel out right there. And the Prophet Muhammad, this is the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, prophet of God, the last prophet ever. And he's out here like, hey, what are you doing? Why aren't you tying up your camel? And the guy was like, oh, I have faith in God. And then the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was like, tie up your camel first, then put your faith in God. That's how you do it. You take Tylenol or whatever, and then you say a prayer that, God, please let it work. Amazing. But anyways, yeah, so a therapist can really help you out with a lot of issues that you have that you might not even realize are issues. And if you're depressed, if you're anxious, if you have all these things going on, they can help you work through it, and they can help create a plan for you. I don't know how it could work. If you have gone to therapy for weight loss, please let us know in the comments below. What is it? How does it go? I haven't. I've only gone to my Weight Watchers meeting, which was actually therapy. So let me know. And then there's all these articles too. I know on Noom there probably is. I don't know, on Weight Watchers there's definitely a lot of articles on Weight Watchers. If you have Weight Watchers, at least start there. Read the articles, please. And yeah, that's it. So sometimes we need a little bit more support. I've never heard anyone like actually say, hey, seek out therapy for weight loss. I haven't heard that. I'm sure some people have on some platform and on some channel. I've just never heard it, so I thought, hey, I would say this to share it with you guys. But again, if you guys have been to therapy or you've seen a psychologist, please let us know how it went. And you can choose the psychologist you want. It can therapist, psychologist, not psychiatrist, but you can choose the one you want. You're like, I want one of this ethnicity, this religion, this blah blah blah. I guarantee this age range. I guarantee there's one out there for you. So that's just an option. You might need it. I know I needed it. So if you feel like you're in this boat, what have you got to lose? Honestly, what have you got to lose besides a couple pounds if it works out really well? Which I hope it will. I'm sure it will. So just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. I think it was BetterHelp, but you can always Google like online therapist or therapy apps or something like that, and I'm sure it'll come up. But yeah, if you are struggling with your weight loss journey and weight gain, being overweight or obese, I was obese, it can lead to depression, low self-esteem, all of these negative things that we have to address and work on in order to help lose weight, because then you get into a better frame of mind, and then you're just like, oh, look at this, I'm not eating 5 packets of M&Ms anymore. Oh, look at this, I'm not going to Starbucks every morning and getting a Trenta whatever anymore. So hopefully this helped you guys. I just thought I don't mean any disrespect. I don't mean to offend. I'm just saying that it could really help, and I want you guys to be helped. I want you guys to be happy and just living your best weight loss life. So that's all I gotta say. Now it's your turn. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you guys on Saturday for my weigh-in day update video, and I will be announcing the start date of Hot Girl Summer. Exciting stuff, you guys. So I'll see you then. Have a great rest of the week. See you Saturday. Bye.